This is the law in Pennsylvania, so people can't say I don't know my rights. In Pennsylvania, even without a written lease, a tenant is considered a month-to-month tenant or tenant at will, and a landlord must follow the formal court conviction process, starting with a proper written notice, usually 15 or 30 days, depending on tenancy length. The landlord must file a complaint in magistrate or district court, attend a hearing, and get a court order for possession before any physical removal, as self-help evictions like changing locks or changing or taking off utilities is illegal. Steps for landlord: no written lease. Serve written notice. Give the tenant a formal written notice to vacate. 15 days notice if the tenant has lived there for less than a year. 30 days notice if the tenant has lived there for over a year. So I have a 30-day notice that he has to give first, okay? Then, number 2, file in court. If the tenant doesn't leave, the landlord files an eviction complaint with a local magistrate. Number 3, court hearing. An eviction hearing is scheduled usually 1 to 15 days after the filing, where both parties have to be present. Judgment and order of possession. If the judge rules for the landlord, they issue an order of possession. Writ of restitute. A constable or sheriff serves this order, giving the tenant about 10 days to move out. Execution. If the tenant still doesn't leave, law enforcement can remove them physically. Key protection. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on, baby. Where are you? Important considerations. Documents. Keep copies of all written notices and court files. Legal aids. Landlords can find forms and guidance through their local magistrate directory. Ejectment. In some rare cases involving occupants that are not typical tenants, some family members or guests who have never paid rent, a different legal action called ejection might be necessary, which is more complex process handled by higher courts. So, does that answer you? The fact that I'm disabled makes my rights even better. So, yeah. For my survival, I'm gonna do what's necessary for me. I don't give a fuck about fucking Uncle Tommy, who never fucking invited me to any family thing, never took me to dinner, never got to know me, never treated me like family. So, yeah. I have to survive, so I'm gonna do what I need to do to survive. Let me see how different this is when I say with disability. Disability protections and considerations. No discrimination. You cannot be evicted because you have a disability. This is illegal discrimination. Reasonable accommodations. You can request changes different move out terms to help you stay, but the landlord must grant reasonable ones unless it's an undue burden or direct threat. Hardship stays. You can ask the court for more time to move out to hardship, which might involve paying rent to the escrow. Direct threat. A landlord can evict for a direct threat harm to others' property, but must prove it with facts, not just assumptions about disability, and must try reasonable accommodations first. Key takeaways for you: don't self evict. Changing locks or shutting off utilities is illegal. Fight it in court. Your defense includes your disability rights and requesting accommodations. Seek help. Contact Pennsylvania Legal Help, Disability Rights Pennsylvania, or your local housing rights group immediately for free legal advice. So, I think I'm good. You know, Sweetness, since you don't know what you're talking about, you know there's this thing called legal aid for people who can't pay for a lawyer. I can't wait till I get my feel better pills. They were working so great on me. I loved the med changes. I want my muscle relaxing. I want it now. And I want my pills for spasms and pain. He changed my life completely. I couldn't help it. You have no idea how much I saw Jesus in him. The one guy who knew Jesus like I did, and it wasn't fake, it wasn't forced, it was sincere. That Jason that I know, that I loved. And for years now, I've seen his soul die little by little, and all I wanted to do was keep him together. Well, you guys want to know why? It's because how grateful I am that he brought me to Christ. You know how special that person is? The person who brings you to Christ. That person touches your soul, man. No one's ever been able to just touch my soul. No human like Jason has. No one has ever touched my soul like his. I know. No, it doesn't. Sweaty Patrol, it doesn't. Because I shouldn't have to put up with that. But I wish I was with that Jason. The godly Jason. Because that's truly the man I fell in love with. He used to have another Revelation News channel, but it's nothing what it was like then. He had about 28,000 subscribers on that channel. And it was so beautiful. His old videos were so beautiful. So absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. And then I invited him to Google Hangouts, and he started staying in a trans woman's chat called Nadia's, and he started drinking, and then he started getting mean and cruel, and he started obsessing about Trump, and I made him a song singing to him and showing him, and I was married to Chris at the time, but I showed him what he used to be and what he became, and then Chris cheated on me, and Jason was there as a friend, but he wasn't what he used to be. He was a shell. I still loved him as a sister in Christ. Loved him to death. And he started helping me through my breakup with Chris, and then it started getting romantic. And I remember I got really drunk after crying about 2 months straight about Chris. And he said, "You're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. You don't know how beautiful you are. Your soul is absolutely gorgeous, and you complete me." And it got deeper and deeper and deeper. And he was helping me and the boys out by buying us stuff when I was still in Duluth, helping me with rent, helping me establish and getting a car. But he was a drinker. But Jason's not in the chat. I don't see him anywhere. Anyway, let me see. I don't think it's him. Anyway, nobody's calling my phone. It's not him. The account was made 9 days ago. Anyway, back to my story. My initial thought of going there was we were gonna get him off the booze. Yes, the boys would be there, but they'd stay away from him. But would I want to be in a relationship with him after all this? No. Because he's hurt me too much, and that really hurts.
It was fucking real. And it was sacred to me. It was sacred.
Did he use all the EBT after it refueled on the 3rd, right? Yes. This is a life alert. I press this button once, and all the emergency services will light up and come to my house within 90 seconds. Good luck. Good luck. No, I'm not gonna press it, Jesus. No, it's the chapped lips. It might be the black lips. Is it black in the... No. I want my teeth fixed. Please, for the love of God!